If you're ready to harness the power of your communications data, blast off with Nylas today.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Coding with Nylas, the live stream where we talk about programming, APIs, and more. My name is Black, Senior Developer Advocate here at Nylas.
And my name is Ram, Developer Advocate at Nylas.
How are you today, Ram?
I am doing good. Just getting used to the weather changes that we're going through right now.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's still affecting my sinuses.
But yeah,
better.
hopefully we get past that soon. But I'm excited to jump into today's topic.
Yeah, totally. So today's topic is how to send an email using Panel. And Panel is another full stack framework for Python. So this one is kind of funny. As I was telling you, Ram, I posted my blog post on how to use 5 different full stack frameworks for Python. And the guys from Panel asked me if I actually consider them. I never heard of them before. So I took this as a chance to get to know them and actually promote them on the live stream and on the blog post. So if you're looking at this panel, it is for you guys. Actually, let me.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
You'll have to show me the Panel website. I'm looking it up online, but I'm curious where they live on the web, because I have a URL that I added, but definitely share that when you get a chance.
Sure, totally. All right. So before we jump into the demo, don't forget to like and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up, like the videos, and let us know whatever we can do to make this live stream even better. So let me share my screen. Let's see. So, sorry, this I was working on something with Kotlin, so that's getting in the way. So the way we're gonna call it is I'm gonna call panel serve. That's gonna launch the web server, and it's gonna be auto reload. I'm not gonna change anything. I'm just gonna launch it. But let's see. I'm gonna press return, and it should be here. Perfect. So I'm gonna try to make it a little bit bigger. So we have here the title. We have the contacts that we're gonna get using the contacts endpoint from Nylas. So it's gonna grab all my contacts. I'm gonna have space for email, name, subject, and also I'm gonna have a very nice rich editor that I can use. So as always, let's choose myself. So it's gonna auto-populate my email and my name. Of course, I could change this and put whatever email, whatever name I want. And here we're gonna say hello from the live stream using panel. And here for the body, we can finally use like a full rich editor, which is amazing. We're finally able to use a editor. So to demonstrate that, we're gonna put this apply, this on cursive, this one's gonna be underlined. Let's say with love. For panel on Nylas. And let's go to my website, just because I wanted to grab the URL. So this is a website. It's really nice. I have a lot of examples. It really guides you on how to get things done. And one thing that I want to actually mention is that their component gallery is pretty amazing. So they have a lot of things that you can use to build your application. So at first, panel to me looked more like a Streamlit kind of thing, but you can just use like dashboard. So it's pretty good for that. But you can also build applications like web applications with panel. So for me, it's kind of like a cross between Streamlit and Nice GUI, which is amazing. And it has beautiful components. Very cool. So let's go back. And here I'm going to say that this is going to be a link. And this one is going to be a link as well. So enter link. Yes. And save. So everything is ready. I'm gonna present. If everything works all right, I'm gonna receive an email. But also here on the bottom, we're gonna have a notification saying that everything went all right. So it's gonna click on that. And here is email was sent successfully. It doesn't look good because I just stretched the screen, but you see that everything has been cleared, probably except for this one, but that's something I need to work on. So ideally, it should go like in the empty state. If I go to my email, here it is. So you can see Widget Editor works. I have this on bold and this on italic and this underlined, and we actually have also links, which is pretty much amazing.
Yeah, that did a really good job, because I know in the past we looked at using a text editor and even bolding and underlining was problematic.
Yes, exactly.
I think that may have been a no-code platform.
Yes. That was last time we used WeWeb.io.
Yep.
So yeah, we have some problems with that. Here it's perfectly fine, perfectly safe. It sends everything and works perfectly. So that's amazing.
That's
so
awesome.
let's jump at the source code. Let me do this a little bit bigger. So as usual, we need to import our dependencies, and we're going to import panel as pn. We're going to load our environment variables. We're going to initialize our client. Here we're going to have kind of like a dictionary just to hold the email from our contacts. We're going to grab the first, oh, it says first 5. Actually, I'm grabbing everything. So I have like 6 probably. So I created a group on my address book. So I'm just grabbing that. I'm concatenating the given name and the surname. And I'm assigning that with an email to the dictionary. So I have like Hulk Hogan and then his email, or Bret Hart and his email. Then if we go back, this is kind of the UI. So here first, we are enabling notifications and we're enabling the text editor. But then here, I'm using an HTML panel, which is going to be for the title. Here, I selecting a widget, which is select, which is going to be for the contacts. And this options email list is what is going to appear here. So it's going to receive a dictionary with the names and the emails. Then we're going to have a text input. This bind, I'm going to mention it in a second. Then we have another text input for the subject. We have the text editor, which is this one here. And then we're going to have a button. So here for the bind, what we're going to do is we're going to call a function that is going to be able to assign the email to a variable so that we're going to be able to display it here. So I thought it was kind of like easier just to like, if this value on the selected gets modified, to just assign it to something else. That's not exactly the case here, but it's not that complicated. So what I do here on the bind is that I'm going to call getMail, which is here. It's a function here. And this one is just going to say that I'm going to grab, I'm going to create a widget, which is going to be a text input, which you can see here. It's going to be this one here, name. And then what I want is to read the dictionary with the name and get the associated email. And then I want to return that name so that I can put it on my widget. That took me a little bit to figure out. Gladly, I went and looked on Google. I went to GitHub. There were people commenting out. So that helped me a lot, and I was able to make it work. So it's not really that hard, but it's kind of like tricky to figure out at first. Then you see here that we have a select JS link email value. So that means that I'm linking the select with the email, and it's going to receive the value. So that means that every time I select something here, for example, Randy Savage, it's going to be linked here to the email. It's not exactly linked to the name, but once the email changes, then it's gonna trigger the event for the name. So every time I change something here, it's gonna grab it from here. Then the send for the send button, I have an on-click event. So when I click the button, I'm gonna call that event, and I'm gonna send the email. Then here, for example, I have a row, and then I have a spacer, just so that I can put it on the center. So I have kind of like an empty space here, my components, then another empty space, just because it's, I just wanted to put it like in the middle. And here I'm gonna have a column. You can see I'm just calling these variables. So the HTML pane, the select, the email, and whole whatever. And as I put them here, they're just gonna appear here in order, which is pretty nice. Then when I'm going to send the email, the only thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create the draft. I'm gonna assign the values. So the subject value, the body value. I'm gonna grab here the name and the email. Then I'm gonna send the email. I'm gonna clean everything. And then I'm gonna send a notification saying that the email was sent successfully. And to clean all the fields, I'm just going to call them under value property, and I'm just gonna say that it's gonna be empty. So it's pretty nice. It's kind of like a different way of doing things. I mean, for example, TypePy, you use it like Markdown. This is more similar, I would say, like probably to Nice GUI, I think. So it's really nice. I mean, documentation is pretty solid. And as I said, whatever I couldn't find on the documentation for whatever reason, I was able to quickly find it on GitHub. So they have a nice community. It seems to be pretty active. So I was able to make this work. And as you see, it works really nice.
That's really cool. Yeah, that was going to be my question. What things did you like about using Panel, or what were some things that you generally enjoyed overall with Panel?
I think the amount of components that they have is pretty amazing. There's a lot of things that you can do. And it's also kind of like a different way of working. I mean, I have already used like 5 full stack frameworks for Python. Using Panel was kind of like a bit of a challenge, and I like that.
That's
and
really
in
cool.
the end, it was pretty smooth. I mean, there's things that I couldn't done before that I have been able to do now. So I'm pretty happy, and I'm sure I'm gonna be using it more often. They have really done a pretty awesome job. So
Well, yeah, that's really cool. Shout out to the team at Panel. You were mentioning that they reached out to you about covering using Panel and just creating like sending emails using Panel. So that's great that they reached out and you were able to do that.
Yeah, so they actually didn't request it. That it was more my offer, right? So they were like, "Hey, you haven't," because they was like, "No, I wasn't aware of you guys." But that, I mean, I went to the website and I thought it was pretty cool. So it was like, okay, I need to do something with them. Pretty awesome. So I hope
That's
they
cool.
like it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So let me remind you guys, we have live streams every Wednesday and Friday at 2 p.m. EST, 11 a.m. PST. So although there's a little bit of a change, we might not always have a live stream. So you need to check. If you subscribe, you're gonna get notified. We're undergoing a lot of changes, a lot of things, a lot of projects. So not every Wednesday and Friday, but mostly we're trying to keep that pace.
Yeah, that's awesome. So we try to do live streams every 2 weeks, but we're just kind of going through a bit of a different schedule for a bit of time. You could call it the holiday rush. As well, check us out online. We're at Nylas, so we're on the interwebs. So you can check us out on X, on LinkedIn, Nylas.com, and as well check out our blog. We have a lot of blog content coming out, and as well past content. So I know Blog went through one possible Python framework, but he's gone through many different Python frameworks that you can use and build with Nylas. So you can check that out at our blog at nylas.com/blog.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And for what's next, subscribe. follow us on social media so you gotta get notified. We don't even know what's coming next, but you're gonna be able to know if you subscribe. So thumbs up and subscribe.
Perfect vlog. I love that.
Where's the bubble? Where's the bubble?
Oh, no bubble.
But okay, there it is.
There we go.
That's weird. Okay, cool. All
Yep.
right. I think that's everything. I hope you like it. Thank you so much, Ram, as always.
Yep, that was great.
See you next time.
Yep. Bye, everyone.